With the recent reveal of Pichu for SSF2 at SmashCon 2017, we now know that McLeod Gaming is still actively working on the addition of new characters to the game, unlike my prediction in my future updates of SSF2 video where I predicted they would mostly focus on adding new game modes. This really opens up the possibility of new characters and lots of speculation on who they might add, as well as the fact that Pichu is considered a clone character, meaning the possibility of characters being added has been broadened considerably. So I've decided to make a video about the 5 veteran characters I'd like to see the most in SSF2. And like I mentioned, this list will only be including the veteran characters who have been in at least one official Smash Bros. Game before this, whether it be Smash 64, Melee, Brawl, or Smash 4. Since there's so many possible characters to be added to the game from non-veteran characters, I'll only be focusing on the veteran characters for this video. So if you want to see me do a video on characters that are not from original Smash games, then tell me in the comments below. Anyways, let's start off the list. At number 5 we have Ganondorf. Like I said earlier, with the addition of Pichu, we now know that McLeod Gaming isn't going to try and avoid clone characters, or characters with very similar movesets, allowing for the addition of characters such as Ganondorf. And although his moveset is similar to Falcon's, his playstyle is quite different. He's a slower, heavier, beefier, and much more powerful character who can absolutely destroy his opponent. One of the main reasons I want to see them add Ganon is because SSF2 is really lacking in big heavyweight characters. Currently we only have Bowser and DK, but with the addition of Ganon that would really help it. Personally, I'd love to see a more Melee or Project M version of Ganondorf, but I'd really be fine with any version as long as it fits his playstyle. Ganon's also very popular from what I've seen, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually end up adding him in. The biggest reason I only have him at number 5 is because, well, there's another heavyweight character on this list that I'd like to see added more, but I would still love to see Ganon added eventually. Anyways, moving on to number 4, we have Ryu. I'm guessing most of you did not expect this one to be on the list, since he's not a very popular candidate for SSF2, and he's only appeared in one Smash game. But personally, I would still love to see Ryu added to SSF2. I'll admit I haven't played much Ryu myself, but I love Ryu's character design and playstyle, and I think he'd fit right in. I'm a little doubtful Ryu will end up getting added to SSF2, but I would still love to see him added anyways. Watching a good Ryu outplay their opponent can be pretty hype and exciting, at least for me, so I'd love to see something like that in SSF2. He also has a pretty steep learning curve, which is always a good thing. Not really much to say on him. I think he'd be a really cool addition to the game, although I probably wouldn't play him too much myself. Anyways, moving on to number 3, we have a very, very popular character, which is Lucas. I personally love playing Lucas. At least in Project M, I absolutely love playing Lucas. He's one of my favorite design characters and one of my mains. He's also one of the most requested characters I've seen for SSF2. I haven't played him too much in Smash 4 Brawl, but from the looks of it, he still has a different enough moveset from Ness, mostly from his aerials, to make him feel fresh and unique. I'd still love for him to be more similar to his Project M form, but even if Lucas is more like his Smash 4 counterpart, I'd still enjoy playing him. Something about his moveset just makes him way more appealing to me than Ness, so that's why I choose to play him instead. Also, his up smash is one of my favorite smash attacks in the entire series, and it is so satisfying and rewarding to hit on your opponent, especially from reading a roll. He also has a tether grab, which is pretty cool since there's not that many tether grabs in the game right now. And at number 2 we have my Smash 4 main, King Dedede. So, like I said, King Dedede is my main in Smash 4, so that's a huge factor of why I want him in SSF2, and why he's my second most wanted. Even though he's not the best in Smash 4, I still love his personality and his disrespectful playstyle. Gordos are so fun to use and his setups can be actually pretty advanced, and hitting your opponent with a fully charged F smash is so satisfying. But that's not the only reason I think he'd be good for SSF2. He'd be our 4th Kirby representation, completing the 4 characters. As well as the fact that I said with Ganondorf, we need more heavyweights, and to me, King Dedede is a great choice. There isn't really anyone in SSF2 who feels much like King Dedede right now. He's pretty unique and make it for a good addition. So I think it'd be pretty cool to have him, even though he's not the most popular character. And before I talk about my number 1 choice, I wanted to briefly talk about 3 honorable mentions I have for characters I'd still love to see that didn't quite make my list. First off is Roy, a character who's pretty fun, but sometimes not unique enough to stand out. However, I really like his Smash 4 form and his Project M version, and I hope they make it into SSF2 since they feel fresh and unique and are fun to play. After him is Diddy Kong. We don't really have many item-based characters in SSF2 besides Pac-Man, Peach, and maybe Link, so the addition of Diddy Kong will bring something new to SSF2, although I'm not a huge fan of the character personally. And lastly is Cloud, a character who tends to be either hated or loved, and it's fairly fun to play. I think Cloud would be a nice addition as long as he's balanced well and he's not too OP, and he'd go right alongside with Black Mage and Final Fantasy representation, so it'd be cool to see him added in. Now onto my number 1 choice for a returning veteran in SSF2, which is Mewtwo. Without a doubt, Mewtwo is by far the character I would choose to put into SSF2. He has a unique moveset, he's incredibly popular and requested, and I find him incredibly fun to play myself. And he's already been in SSF1, which makes me think he's a good chance for being in SSF2. I really think Mewtwo would fit right in with the rest of the cast at SSF2, and there's hardly any reasons against adding him, besides maybe the fact that since we're getting Pichu, we're already having enough Pokemon representation. However, that's really not a huge issue, and hopefully we do get to see Mewtwo added in. If I had to choose, I'd prefer Mewtwo to be more like his Smash 4 version than his Melee or Project M version, but I really just want a viable and fun version of Mewtwo. Anyways, those are the 5 characters I would love to see return in SF2 in a future update. Tell me who you guys want to see in the comments below. Thanks for watching.